Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening? What's happening, MoCo? Man, we back in the building. You know what it is. Another episode of MoCo Center. I'm your boy, your adopted brother, one half of the dynamic duo right here. Welcome in the building. Of course, we got the drippiest of the drippiest, the man that does not coaches the X's and O's. He coaches the drip. Drip, what's
Man, I'm here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's another great Sunday. It's another great edition of MoCo Center. We is here. MoCo is showing out, and we just here to celebrate for the MoCo Center new edition.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know what it is, man. Hey, we on that March to Navy semifinal round. This is the semifinal episode. We got two representatives left in the MoCo. We got Sherwood. We got Big Bag QO. Hey, It's crazy how, the times change, the dates change, but some things remain the same. Some things remain the same. But before we get to QO, advancing. Hey, let's talk about them Sherwood boys. But before we get into this highlight, man, hey, shout out to Sherwood, man, the Warriors, man. Hey, y'all showed us mad love here on MoCo Center. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all had a phenomenal season, man. But what's your thoughts on Sherwood overall the whole season, bro?
Hey, man, they made me a fan.
Yeah,
it made me a fan. I've being from Montgomery County, if you know, Sherwood has always been one of those teams that's kind of been at the top tier pretty much my whole life. So this year was not a surprise, but it also wasn't like, oh, Sherwood's good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Sherwood, they earned everything they got this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a great season. They had some great kids over there. I don't know too much about their coaching staff. We didn't get to know the coaching staff, but 3, 1, 7. It's a whole bunch of people that we, a whole bunch of kids from the Sherwood Nation that showed us love and supported what we was doing. They was a great team this year. They was always in our top 4 in the rankings. Let me say, I believe they got to high as 2. No, they got to because QO and Paint Branch was tied at one point. They got to the number 2 seed in the county. So they lost to Paint Branch by 1 in the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. They lost to Quince Orchard. I think it was 47-22.
Yeah, something like that.
They scored the most points on Quince Orchard. That's what kind of confuses me about this game that they just played last Friday.
Yeah.
Because no disrespect to Rundle. No disrespect.
No. We're not no disses. We just call it how we see it.
QO would have beat them 87-3.
Jay Jiggy, what's happening, bro?
I'm being nice. Like, QO would have whooped them. So it kind of like confused me, like, how Sherwood couldn't get no points. You know what I mean? Like, it really confused me how Sherwood couldn't get any points because I watched them score 22 against Quince Orchard in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And then against Rundle, they were struggling, and I'm sitting there like,
what's going on?
What's going on? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I know QO is a way better team than Rundle. Like, if QO had to play a Rundle would have to listen. QO JV team would be in there by the third quarter.
Hey, man, chill, man.
I'm just saying. Keeping it real today.
Hey, I see. Hey, man. Hey, but let's get to this highlight because Sherwood, man, we definitely going to show some love to them, man. Rundle. This was the semifinal match of the 3A state semifinals. It starts with right here, Sherwood's first drive. This is a 3rd and 31. But Preston Hammerich, he gets a nice little gain, 23 yards. Unfortunately, this drive does eventually end up in a punt. Second quarter down 7-0. Larson connects with, you know who it is. Throw your threes up in the air. That's Khalil Wilson. Unfortunately, the drive stalls right there. down 14-0. Khalil Whitson gets the interception to end the half. Unfortunately, the defense showed up, still waiting for the offense to finish a drive. So after a missed field goal by Rundle, Ryan Johnson gets a nice 11-yard gain right there. A play later, Larson connects with Brendan Heyer right there on the game. And then the next play, Johnson, unfortunately, coughs it up. And it led to a Rundle field goal, 17-0 right here. Larson with a screenplay to Preston Hemrick on a nice little gain right there. Next play later, Larson connects with that man. Throw your ones up. Jayden Nix for the first down. Unfortunately, a few plays later, ended up in a pick six for a Rundle, 24-0. So here's right there. That's Jayden Nix on the nice 70-yard gain. 2-point conversion was good. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too late to get back in the game. 24-8. Sherwood is eliminated by a Rundle. They were that close. It was this close to getting the Navy, man. So shout out to Sherwood. Phenomenal season. But yeah, man, just couldn't get enough offense going. The drives were stalling. The pick six didn't help. Some turnovers. The offense just could not get going, man. It was just one of those days that, an explosive Sherwood offense that we've seen all season just couldn't get things rolling in this state semifinal against Rundle. But hey, man, definitely shout out three. Throw your threes in there. Shout out to one. Our man Jayden Nix and Khalil Wilson, man. I definitely hit up Jayden Nix on Twitter, man. I'm excited to see what he does in the future.
He's not going to Missouri. Right now, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Hey, listen, man, Maryland hit you up. You might not pick up that call, man. Get away from here, man.
Hey, man, I'm trying to do my recruit heavy out here. I'm like, yo, hey, come to Mizzou, bro. Hey, Coach, you be seeing me on Twitter, man. I'll be over here trying to recruit heavy, dog. Hey, come on over here.
Yeah, man. I mean, don't go to Maryland, man.
Hey, I'm trying to get my squad to get to their college football playoff, dog.
Hey, Jay, I agree with you, man. Very unsure-like game. I just didn't understand that. I don't want to question the coach because the coach has been coaching longer than I've been doing this. So I don't want to make it seem like I know more than the coach. I just don't understand why they ran the ball so much.
Yeah.
When they had
dogs out there on the outside, bro.
They got dogs everywhere. I mean, even their running backs are dogs, but you got to give them you have to give the opposite team a threat of you being able to pass and run. Well, they know that you can pass. That you got to prove to them that you can run. And you couldn't prove to them that you can run because you weren't running successfully.
So, Drip, here's the frustrating thing for me. You get the 70-yard bomb from Jayden Nix, but it's like I said, it was just, too little, too late. Like, you can't tell me that wasn't available for the other 58 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I meant. Like, I didn't see any of those plays.
Yeah.
I seen a couple of plays where Matt threw the ball over their heads, and it was a couple of bad throws that he had. Don't get it twisted. But it was like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
If you throw the ball 20 times, I'll take them 2 or 3 bad passes if they're not interceptions.
Yeah.
I don't want to, again, I don't want to get into a situation where we start questioning coaches.
No, trust. I just understand when you go with the conversation because that's not what we hear about. We just, people understand we've been observing this Sherwood team literally all season. and like watching their film. So when you see something that just isn't, you're looking unfamiliar, like Riley Freeman would say, you're looking real unfamiliar right now.
And somebody was talking to me, I'm not going to say who, but somebody was talking to me in the background, and we were talking DMing during the whole game. And they were like, sometimes the player's not making the like you'll call the play and the play's not ran how it's supposed to be ran, how you call the play. All right, if that's the case, then you got to make some adjustments. You know what I mean?
Enough said. I ain't saying nothing else. The man himself said it.
No, I mean, it's the truth, though. No, I'm not, again, bro, I don't understand how they weren't used at all. Like, me personally, I don't coach the X's and O's.
Coach to
But I watched that game frustrated because I'm like, all right, bro. The defense literally, okay, again, because we ran down the score. Rundle got a touchdown early in the first quarter. Not saying it wasn't earned, but it was kind of a flukish touchdown. Kind of like miscommunication from Sherwood on the play. From that point on until the fourth quarter, every time Rundle had the ball, they were 3 and out. Or they'll have a long drive and they'll get down to like the 20 and Sherwood will shut it down. And Sherwood will get the ball back. At some point, if your defense is playing that good,
you got to help
to give either a substantial drive where there's a good 8 plays so your defense can rest, or you throw the ball down the field, man.
End zone.
Every first down they ran the ball, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, Jay just said it. He said you got to switch up that first down run. Like you said, hey, we're not questioning the coaches. All we're saying is we're observing things, and it's kind of just, we're being fans because we wanted to see the Sherwood team go far. And hey, you look, if you got a Porsche,
you better use that Porsche.
Hey,
what you got a Porsche for? And you just drive in the city,
and you just ride in the hoopty. No, put that hoopty away and go get that.
No, I'm saying, like, if you're in the city and the speed limit is 35 miles per hour, what you driving in the Porsche for? For what? It's no point. But if you driving in the back roads, or you driving on the streets that and usually ain't that much traffic.
Yeah, you on the highway.
Yeah, you keep going with the Porsche, and that's my thing. Jaden Nix, Khalil Wilson, Brennan Heyer as well.
Yeah,
Matt Larson have been so good at throwing the ball, catching the ball, getting yak after the catch. Like, we've seen so many times where a Sherwood catch is like a 10-yard catch, and then it turns into a 60-yard catch.
Oh, we've seen slants all year from Sherwood go to the house, dog.
Yeah. So to me,
safety. We've seen screens go to house calls from Sherwood.
And that was one, and that's what I was explaining to you before we got on. There was one drive where the first down they ran the ball. They ran the ball. Not only did they get stopped in the backfield, they got a penalty call. So, but since they got put in the backfield, Rundle declined it. They were like, you know what, it don't make no difference anyway. Second down, they ran a screen to Khalil Wilson. Khalil got half of the yards back. The next play was 3rd and 6. They ran a reverse.
reverse.
And you sitting there watching like,
what is this?
Huh?
Yeah. Hey, man. Look, at this point in the season, it's semifinal round. Next week is states finals. You got to go with what got you there, and then make adjustments if they stop that. That's all I'm saying. Use what got you there. If the Porsches on the outside been getting you there, mixed with the run, then I suggest stick with that game plan. And then if they shutting down the outside, then I can understand getting a little bit more run heavy, trying to open up the middle. Cool. But hey, man, you got to stick with what got you there, man. But
Rundle kept 13 guys in the box whole game, bro. He kept 13 people in the box. They was man on Jaden Nix. They was man on Khalil Wilson, and they had 13 people in the box.
That's crazy, dog.
The safeties were coming up to help on the run because they knew they was running.
Bruh. Wait, hold up. Did you really just say what you just said, dog?
I'm dead serious.
Cause what you just said right there, that just literally just irked me. Because when you got one-on-one coverage on the outside, come on, dog.
If they were running zones, I must be bad at picking them up because every time Sherwood had a play that it was a busted play for a Rundle, and they were getting open, it looked to me like they was 1-on-1. Or if they was running the zone, they was horrible at the zone. Because they had 13 people in the box.
Man, stop, man.
I'm serious.
I
Go back and watch that game, bro. Like,
no, I'm just people that love football. When you hear 1-on-1 coverage on the outside, that is a wide receiver quarterback's dream. And you got Khalil Wilson and Jay Nix on the outside 1-on-1.
Like they had this one joint that Jaden, I think it was an incomplete pass, or he might have been out of bounds. But he caught the ball over two people. And I'm like, hey, bro. Or had a chance to catch the ball over two people. Hey, I'm like, if you don't see that play as a coach,
hey, man,
say, oh, yeah, we got to do that again sometime down in the game.
Yeah, let's move on. I'm starting to get heated, bro, because this is crazy, dog.
That's how I felt on Friday. I was pissed.
This is crazy, dog.
I went to sleep. I ain't gonna hold you. I did. I went right to sleep. Like maybe 15 minutes after that game was up, I went to sleep. I was mad.
You're like, man, let me get out of here, dog. Hey, but the other MoCo team that is still viable to win the championship, Mighty Quince Orchard. Before we get to this highlight, hey, Coach Drip, man. Like I said earlier, man, you know, the dates change, some things change, but there's some things that remain the same, and here we are, QO in the States.
Man. I know people say I be glazing Blair and I'm a Blair homer. I keep telling everybody that Blair game is what woke QO up. Not because Blair was close or anything, it's because everyone kept saying it could be close. And they was like, hold up. Blair? What are you talking about?
Do you know who we are?
You know who we are?
Allow me to reintroduce ourselves.
We're the black and red in Montgomery County. They've had black helmets the last 4 years. We won championships. We got more championships than they've had black helmets for years. They was very disgusted by people saying Blair could, and they won't ever probably admit that, but that's when the season turned around for me when watching the QO this year. I mean,
stuff got different.
It got really different. It was like, oh, wait a minute. Wait. It was looking like, wait. That's how I know. This how I knew they was overlooking Blair. They shook my hand in the line. Well, you know, at the end of the game, they shook my hand like I was on the Blair coaching staff.
Hey, you the drip coach.
They didn't know nothing. They was like, man, listen. After that Blair game, they have dominated every single. They have given up 20 points in the playoffs. 20.
And 13
actually, actually, it is 20. No, it's less than 20. They gave up none to Churchill. They gave up 3 to BCC, and they gave up 13. They gave up 16 points. My bad.
Hey, man.
I tried to give him 4. And he's like, no, Coach Drip.
Nah. Recalculate that math real quick. Hey, the defense has been on point, and you already know what they're going to do on offense, man. Let's get to this highlight, man. Brodnick, QO, take it over, Coach Drip.
Yeah, listen, man, we had a watch party for this. QO kicks things off after they get the ball first. You know his name. 15-yard TD run. You know his name. Iverson Howard. You know what I mean? He gets in there in the Maryland commit.
That man different.
Hey, listen. After Brodnick goes 3 and out, QO is driving. Trayvon Jackson with the QB run. Ooh, we get down the field. You ain't getting me. What you doing, man? Come on now. I play for QO. You see the logo on my helmet? Brodnick was driving and threatening to score again, but look at this QO defense. It's 18 people there.
18.
After they both exchanged a couple of punts, Mason Mizer with the TD 27-yard TD catch, he gets in there. Ooh, we look at him.
Ooh,
he had some Michael special stuff. Ooh, we. Well, 49 seconds left and a couple of penalties. Brodnick goes down the field and they do the jump pass and they get a touchdown. But QO said, "Listen, man, Why'd you do that? Now we got to do this.
Ooh.
It's 13 seconds left in the half.
Wow. Come on. That got to be Aiden West.
There's no seconds left in the game. It's Aiden West with a touchdown. Then, bro, they say, hey, man, we ain't no punks, man, coming out the half. 13-28. I wish you could pause it right now. I don't know if you can. Can you pause it right now?
Nah, it was starting over.
Okay, don't do that. I'll say it after. The next possession, Hugo says, all right, man, what's going on, man? Iverson Howard gets a touchdown. Chris Kofi here with pick 6. Ooh, wee. Yes, sir. He's running fast. Ooh, wee. He's gone. He's in there. And then right here, you know his name. You know his game. You know where he's going next year. A 48-yard TD run.
Skit. Bruh.
His name is Iverson Howard. He's running straight to Navy.
Hey, bruh. Ooh.
At that point that I said, pause it, which was when after the second half, Broderick came and they had a QB sneak. The announcer on the QO announcer says, and next week at Navy Memorial, whatever it's called, Navy Marine Stadium, the 4A state championship final, whoever wins this game goes against the Wise Pumas that just won their game against Flowers 35-0. QO said, oh yeah? I promise you, I swear, it looked like at that point they weren't going to play the rest of their starters. They started playing the rest of the game. Statement. Literally statement. That Iverson Howard touchdown was in the fourth quarter.
It's like, okay.
You beat your opponent by 35. Okay.
No worries. We still got time.
There's a lot more games to go. We won by 35 too.
Ooh, look at us. We won by 35. Anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah.
QO did their thing, man. But no, shout out to QO, man. Hey, they've been a lot of highlights on the MoCo Center all season. What can you say? I mean, what can you say? But you know, a lot of people has been you know, asking Coach Drip and the rest of us, hey man, what y'all gonna do with MoCo Center? You know, y'all gonna cover this sport, that sport. We will cover other sports starting next year. All right, starting next year. We're gonna do a little bit of basketball. And here to talk basketball with us, you got a friend of the show. Who we got with us, Coach Drip?
Hey man, this one is a very good one. I gotta give a dope intro for this one. This one is family. Foes up. He's not a full corner boy, but that's, you know, 4 blocks. Coach Dominique Scott. I've known this man, probably 20 years now, probably more than that. I don't know, but we've known each other for a long time. It's with honor, great honor, that we welcome him to the show. He's the new head coach of Montgomery Blair High School, and we'll get into more about, you know, like where he's coached previously before Blair, but he's the new head coach at Blair High School. My main man, Dominique Scott.
Yes, sir. Coach Scott, you there?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Doing good. How you doing today?
All is well, man. I think Coach Drip, man, I think you jinxed me, man. Caught a little cough, something going on, but all is well, man. I can't complain at all.
Nah, man. Hey, pleasure.
Blessed to be here, man. I appreciate you guys having me on this morning.
Nah, Coach. Hey, we thank you for you know, taking the time out of your schedule and joining us this Sunday morning, man. Hopefully, you got to at least get some breakfast and a cup of coffee in before you you know, got on the show with us. But thank you. So new coach of basketball at Blair High School, man. How's it feel?
Man, it's a wonderful feeling, man. I've been chasing this thing for a very long time, man. I can't lie to you. 13 years and counting. And finally, you know, to be able to have my own program, man, it's actually an honor and a blessing, man. You know, so feels great, man. Excited to be here and excited for the season to start here soon.
Okay. As you said, waiting for the season to start. What are some of the things you're looking forward to? Is it if you want to name them out, some players that you're excited to look for, the potential of the team, the gauntlet and the trials and tribulations of the schedule. What are some of the things you're looking forward to, Coach?
I mean, I would say all of the above, man. Just being a Montgomery County native, being able to go against a lot of the coaches that I actually played against, still here, coach is definitely something I'm looking forward to. But also the group of guys that I have, man, I'm definitely senior heavy. I don't want to call out, I don't want to solo anybody or leave anybody out, but senior heavy, man. And all the guys are hungry, man. They've been very loyal and dedicated since the day I got the job, and I can truly appreciate that. So I'm just excited to see their hard work, pay off, and it has done thus far, with the scrimmages. So just looking to continue to see their growth, man, both on and off the court. It's talent all over, man, Blair. And it's always been like that in my eyes, as long as I've been in the county, and just kind of looking to build off that, man. You got to think one of the biggest schools in Montgomery County is talent all throughout that building, man. So it's a couple guys that didn't get a chance to play last year, that came out this year. So I'm excited for those guys. My underclassmen, very talented group. I'm excited for those guys. So I mean, I can't, like I said, man, I can't really single anybody or leave anybody out. I think I'm excited for the journey itself,
No doubt. Drip, jump on in here, man.
Hey, man, listen, I want to say this is a message to Miss Rita, athletic director, Miss Rita, and to all the coaches at Blair that coach other sports. I want to say y'all got a gym, man. Y'all got a real gym in Coach Scott. Like I said, I've known him for a long time. We both, you notice how he said he lived in Montgomery County. He repped the Mo just like I repped the Mo, which is dope. Like but I hate to toot our horn, but I'll just say this:
toot.
Our generation of Montgomery County kids was kind of the generation that started We from MoCo.
Yeah,
before you didn't really hear it like that. You heard it, but it was a lot of Bama's that would say they from the city. But we done went to elementary school with these Bama's, middle school with these Bama's, and high school with these Bama's in the city. We were the first ones that kind of like was poking our chest out, saying we from MoCo. Nick is one of them. Mike Evans.
Definitely, man. We took pride in that. Man. I mean, going back to our playing days, like, it was like you say now, MoCo versus everybody. I mean, I never forget when I played, man, and we didn't have social media, but we had the radio. And it was, they had that PG versus MoCo thing going heavy, man. 95.5, I'll never forget, and we played Largo, I think, in the state semifinals, and it was everybody against MoCo, you know what I mean? But I think we really put a MoCo on the map, and a lot of people started to, look into what we were doing out here. And then that followed up with the good Springbrook teams, and then the good Magruder teams, the Richard Montgomerys, and then the Whitmans can't, you know what I mean? So there's something definitely, that we definitely take pride in, man, for sure.
No, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, being as though you're from the Mo, like, how big is this? This is your first public school job at Mo County, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So how does this feel for you, man? Like, is it overwhelming? Is it like, because I know you personally, so I can answer the question, but for the people that don't know.
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, man, it's not, I wouldn't say it's overwhelming, because I think that, I've been prepared for this for a very long time, you know what I mean? And I mean, coaching basketball is my way of mentoring the kids. So for it to be overwhelming, no, not really. It's more so just, a hobby. It's just what I do. You know what I mean? And something that I love doing, So, I mean, I look forward to, tomorrow, and not so much Sunday, because we don't do much on Sundays, but I look forward to going to work, man, and working with these dudes day in, day out. You know what I mean? it doesn't really matter what type of day I'm having. You know, like I tell them, basketball and being in the gym is my sanctuary. You know what I mean? So that's when I'm in there, nothing really matters, man. You know, but the group of guys that I'm working with, and you know, of course my family or whatnot. But when we're in that gym, man, we locked in. You know, so overwhelming, not overwhelming, just more so. Just excited, man. I'm really excited about this journey and taking on this new job with this group of guys, man. I think it's a special group of guys who, unfortunately, have been how can I say it? Just haven't quite had the resources that they needed these past few years to really succeed. Because it's a lot of talent, man. We got them guys from Tacoma Park. The full corner guys, like it's a lot of talent within that building, man. And you know, to be able to allow those guys to showcase their talents at the highest level is what I'm, most excited about.
I dig it.
I got another question for him.
Go ahead.
So with Blair, when we were younger, Blair was decent in basketball, fairly above average in basketball. But now the football team is good. And then the soccer team just made states. So I kind of want to pick your brain and kind of what's your goals for Blair, and what do you feel about Blair's recent success in other sports?
Oh man, I mean, what a time to come aboard. You know what I mean? I think that first and foremost, I mean, I've been hearing about the football team and the coaching staff for the past few years, and the things that they do, off season. And then on the soccer team, I had the pleasure of meeting a young lady that's the coach there who coaches the boys, and I mean, they have a legit off-season workout plan that I think they've installed. And I mean, to me, like, that's the key to success right there. You know what I mean? Oftentimes when you hire coaches, they're typically teachers within the building who are just typically teachers. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the teachers, but oftentimes they don't take that extra mile to put in the work that the athletes may need to get to where they need to be. But I think that the teachers who go above and beyond their daily work typically see a much better or a much successful season. So with that being said, I think I have some pretty big shoes to fill. But no stress at all. Again, I'm comfortable where we are right now. I'm comfortable with the guys that I have. I love the work that we put in. So just continuing to build, daily on, just the skill work and just the actually, and not even just the skill work, because again, they're naturally talented, man, but just the focus, and the drive and getting those guys to really understand that, when you put the work in, like you typically see, what I mean, what comes after that, so I think that the football guys, they do a great job of just scheduling and preparing those guys in, like, different off-season 7-on-7s, and they have, like, the connection that they have with Dime U. You know what I mean? I think that's what it's about. So if you look at all the success throughout the county, I think a lot of it has to do with, again, the off-season work, man. You know what I mean? Because these kids have to play. They have to play against the different talents all over the DMV, because this is where it's at, man. You know what I mean? The DMV is where it's at. And I think, basketball has grown, but football is coming around. You know what I mean? Soccer is right there. You know what I mean? So my hat's off to those coaches, man. They've done a wonderful job thus far with kind of bringing those winning spirits back to Blair. And my goal, man, honestly, is just to keep it up, man. When you go in that gym, you see all those banners from the 1950s and the 70s and the mid 2000s, and some here this past few years, maybe like 2000, I believe 16 or something like that, maybe off, but just want to continue those winning ways. And Blair has the culture to do it. You look into the alumni, you have guys like, again, Steve Francis, Dave Vanderpool, You got some guys that going on to play football. You know what I mean? But they have it. Blair is legendary when it comes to athletics. So just looking forward to continuing that growth. And I mean, we have a group that can really do it, man. So I just ask that, just come out and support them, man. Show the love that, the kids deserve. And, they'll play for you. They'll play. If you come out, you show them love. That's one thing about this group, man. They love that. They love the support, So my goal is just to continue, man. I mean, they've won, 6 games in the last 2 years. That's definitely going to change, you know what I mean? But ultimately for me, man, it's not going to be about the wins and losses this first year. It's just going to be more so about the growth and the development of these guys, both on the court and off the court.
Hey, that's what if you're a parent, man, you got to love to hear that. Because this is about building quality young men. So, and you are definitely giving those vibes off, Coach Scott. So, I'm actually surprised you didn't ask this question, Coach Drip. I'm surprised you didn't ask this before we get them out of here. What the drip gonna be looking like, Coach Scott? I mean, we gotta make.
I know him.
Hey man, listen. We working on some things, man. Of course, we have some new. We got some new unis coming in. That's one thing that Rita, Miss Boulay did. She threw that at me off the rip, man. She like, hey, if it's one thing we're gonna get new this year, it's at least one new. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get the home whites style coming in. Probably be in after the holidays because of the shipping and whatnot. But got some good Nike wear coming in, man. But we're gonna be dripped out, man. Them boys gonna be dripped out. And what Deion say, you look good, you play good. You know what I mean? So gotta make sure them boys looking right out there. Especially when Coach Drip in the house. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely gonna be pulling up.
Hey, for sure. Hey, we may not cover the basketball this year on the MoCo Center, but please believe Coach Scott. Hey, knowing 613 Faye Productions, hey, y'all gonna get a lot of love from 613. No worries.
Appreciate that, man. It's always love, man. Always.
Hey, you said it best. Come show support. That's all that matters. Hey, it don't cost much. Support does not cost much. So, hey, trust me, you got it over here at 613. Hey, Coach Scott, man, we appreciate you, man. We know you got a busy schedule, man. You got things to do because, hey, you gotta get this squad ready, man. So we can brag about y'all. So, we're gonna let you go about your business, man. Before we get out of here, if there's anything you want to plug, social media platforms that you want to put out there, so make sure people can follow you and follow the journey of the Blair basketball team. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, man. We're working on it right now, but you could definitely follow us at the on the Blair basketball social media, IG. But we working on that, so that page is still under construction. But I'll definitely be sure to get anything you guys may want to know or need to know out to Coach Drip, and hopefully we could do this all together, just spread the love. But if you're around, man, come check us out tomorrow. Our final scrimmage at home against a very well coached Thomas Stone team. Varsity goes early at 5. JV will go at 6:30. Again, if you're in the area, please come check us out before we get our season started a week from tomorrow down at I Street. The Gonzaga boys, man. We got a nice challenge ahead of us, but I think that they're going to get us ready to conquer MoCo. So if you're around, man, please come show some love tomorrow at Blair High School, 5 o'clock. Appreciate you.
No doubt. Hey, man. Hey, have a wonderful day, Coach Scott.
Hey, you guys do the same, man. Thanks again for having me, man. I appreciate you boys, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. All love, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Way to rep the Mo.
For sure. Hey, man. Hey, love to hear stuff like that. Man, love to hear it. Before we get to our top 5 in the course, before we sign off, I want to show some love to our supporters. I have a supporter, DeHelio Jr. on Twitter. He tagged me and Coach Drip on a couple of these plays, and we can tell he watches the show because he described it perfectly. So I recorded the joints and I got it right here. So this is Salisbury, obviously a NCAA D3 team. So check out this play right here. Dario Belizaire. Look at this catch, bro. Look at this catch. Ah! Give me that. Hey, and then of course, DeHelio Jr. He gave us this too. He tagged me and Coach Drip. He did. This is how I know he watches the show. He said, "Check out this boom. Check out this boomstick. Here's a boomstick for you. Boom!"
Sheesh.
That is Jayden Thomas lays the boom on the fake punt attempt. And you know, honestly, OG Ron's he's on the show a lot. He talks about Salisbury. So, and the Helio tagged us, and I was like, let's show some love to our supporters, man. So, thanks to Helio Jr. Tagging me and Coach Drip on those plays right there. But let's get to it. This is the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top 5 of the semifinal round. Let's get to it at number 5. You got Preston Hemmerich. Hey, man, this is a 3rd and 31. Ain't no coach got to play for 3rd and 31, but it does make it easier for you if you want to go for it on 4th down. When your running back gets a run like that for 23 yards, that's number 5. Number 4, you know that man. That man from QO, Iverson Howard, man, he does what he does, man. Big game Howard. That's what he does. House call. Holla at your man. And number 3, we should have seen a little bit more of this, but we saw some of it. Jayden Nix, right down, post, 70 yards to the house. House call. Yeah, Jayden Nix. Yeah, we know you. Yeah, he does that. Number 2. Hey, man, this man is a bad dude. I didn't see him on his Twitter taking pics with Michigan State, Ohio State. They recruiting him heavy. Ohio State offered. That's 8 and West right there.
Colorado, Aiden. Colorado.
Go to Colorado. At number 1, it wasn't a losing effort, but what a play and an effort right here. Look at 3. Khalil Wilson with the one-handed on the sideline, draped with a defender on him with the one-handed. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Should have seen a little bit more of that, but it is what it is. All right, Coach Drip. We got one more episode. Well, a couple more episodes, but next week.
2 more.
Yeah. Well, one episode that we will have of the final 2. Next week, the final round, QO taking on Wise. Hey, man, set it up for the people, man. What should they expect in this matchup between QO and Wise?
A whole lot of nothing for a long period of time. and then whoever just decides to burst it open, pause, they're going to be the ones that win the game, because it's going to be a whole bunch of hitting, a whole bunch of speed hitting. I haven't got to check out Wise too much this season. I paid attention to him, but I haven't got to check out them too much. But this is QO's best test to date.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it would be in the championship. That is their best test to date. I don't know, man. This Wise team beat Flowers 35-0. Flowers beat Paint Brand 21-14.
Mm-hmm.
So this Wise team seems like QO of PG, because, or maybe QO is the Wise of Mo County. Who knows? These guys have faced off in the championship before. QO has won 2 of the last 3. They didn't win last year. Wise won last year. So, I mean, this is. I mean, if you're talking about juggernauts, this is Iron Man versus Superman, Captain America versus Batman, Thanos versus Thanos.
You know, snap each other away.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's gonna happen the first. Listen, I don't expect this to be a high-scoring game. I don't. They both got great defenses. If you look on each one's defense, like it says, such and such commit, such and such commit, such and such commit, such and such commit.
Oh, D1 commits.
It's at least on the field. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
This is how great Maryland is. There's going to be at least 11 to 15 D1 commits on the field at a time. On both sides of the field. On special teams, too. Freaking Chris Georgia got a damn D1 kicker. So
Hey, teams matter, damn it. Special teams
oh no,
matter.
I'm not saying that it don't matter. I'm just saying like
No,
he's a 5-star kicker. Like, come on, bro. He couldn't have been a 3-star. Like, damn,
nah. The 5-star kickers, they booting 50s. 50s
well,
and 60s.
he booting 80s because that man. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be a field position game. That expect the punters for both teams gonna get a lot of work for the first half. I'm telling you that right now. And then someone's gonna go get Michael's special stuff, and someone's just gonna get regular water, and they're gonna come out in the second half and be two totally different teams. I would not be surprised if this game was 14-7. I wouldn't be. But Iverson Howard is very familiar with this.
He true to this.
He won it as a freshman. He won it as a sophomore. Fell up short last year, but this year,
go out on top as a senior.
I mean, he had a historic senior season. I mean, this is going to be a game, Mar.
Hey, I can't wait for it. Matter of fact, you said Friday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time?
Yes, we will be doing another watch party.
Yes.
Yeah, so we will be doing another watch party.
I'm with it. Hey, man, it's going to be a fantastic state finals between Wise and QO. So that's one of our last episodes. Our last episode of MoCo Center. Hey, baby, we got to give it to you. You ask and you shall deliver. Drippy Bowl 2 is going down Saturday, December 14th. Blair High School. Be there, a B square. Hey, man, it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. Here we go. Break it down for us, Coach Drip. We got the DB wide receiver challenge rules.
Yes, we got the DB wide receiver challenge. We're looking for DBs and wide receivers. I believe we have 2 receivers so far. We're looking for some DBs. It's a point system. 2 points for a catch, 3 points for a touchdown. If it's a bad throw, we will determine if you get another attempt. If you touch the ball, that counts as an attempt. You do not lose points for not catching the ball, but you do lose a point for offensive pass interference. And on the defensive side, you get 2 points for a stop, 3 points for interception, pass interference. Pass interference, you lose a point. There'll be 3 rounds, 5 attempts for each round. And the DB with the highest points, or the DB or the wide receiver in their brackets with the highest points advance to each round. The top 5 in the first round. Second round, it is 3 top DBs, and in the finals, whoever has the most. Last year, Malachi Duvall from Blair won on the DB side, and Julian Harness from Wheaton won on the wide receiver side. Julian has informed me he is re-entering.
Ooh.
He would like to defend his championship.
In the championship. Ooh. That's what I like to hear. Okay, Julian.
The Drippy Bowl, Dime U versus the Coach Drip All-Stars are making my coaching debut.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do yet. I haven't come out with a philosophy yet. But I'll tell you this much. Khalil Wilson going to get the ball more than he got the ball the other day.
Hey, bro. Hey, man, it's been real, MoCo Center. Hey, we go.
I'm letting you know that right now.
Hey, bro.
If I gotta trip somebody up and make sure my man get the ball, Nicky Holloway gonna throw the ball more than Matt Lawson threw the ball.
Hey, bro, give 3 the ball, dog. Get it to 3. I can't.
Well, let me get Jake Fulberger out there.
Hey, man, chill, bro. Hey, man.
We coming for you, sucker.
Hey, man, it's been a fantastic season of MoCo Center, man. Hey, man, can't wait for next week's episode, man. We'll definitely break down the full game between Wise and QO. And hopefully QO brings that trophy back to the MoCo, man. Hey, that's what we're looking for. But, hey, Wildcard Mar, that's the Coach Drip. He does not coach the X's and O's. He coaches the drip, baby. Hey, man, we going to get out of here. And then, of course, we're going to alleviate with some good picks, boom sticks. And until next week, man. Hey, man, going to enjoy the rest of your week. Have a fantastic week at that. And then come back next Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the finals edition of MoCo Center. Man, it's been real. Peace and love. Get the ice cream, man.
You know we still live.